And the point of it is you never really know who's listening and what they're listening for or to, you know. So I know y'all are probably wondering what I'm talking about, but what I'm talking about is Mr. Foley. We'll get to that shortly. So this is Jordan. We're here in Arts Magnet High School and wanted to take a moment to introduce her to you guys so that you can go ahead and be a part of the experience that we're going to have. So I'm going to ask 18 questions, 16 questions. They're pretty easy.
Okay, good.
Just, pretty easy. So my first question is, how do you feel about life?
I'm a very introspective person. In this moment, in general, right now, tip of the tongue, what?
Just in this space that we're in today in 2021.
I think it's important to be specific, right?
Yes, right now.
Right now. It's a weird time to be alive.
It is, isn't it?
It's a very weird time to be alive. So I think more and more freedoms that we get, and I don't want to say freedoms because you have the ability to live your truth or whatever in whatever space, but if we do get to be outside a little bit, if we do get to have a moment to be vaccinated and hang out with friends, to take advantage of it, right?
Exactly.
We've been stripped of it.
Exactly.
For what, 18 months now?
Yes.
Plus?
I've been vaccinated and I felt good when I got vaccinated. However, I am still very cautious because everyone is not. And, I feel a little funny because, Texas was really gung-ho. And I think we're on the list of a new variant.
We killing it.
I'm just saying.
In a bad way.
That's not good.
No, it's not.
But that's okay. We create safe spaces and stay to ourselves. It's just kind of crazy.
And being in that moment to take advantage of that.
Exactly.
We don't know when it's going to
it's so crazy.
Go back inside, y'all.
So how many concerts have you done to date? Hundreds, thousands?
Man, I thought about this because I've been playing since I was 8.
Okay.
I'll be 31 in October.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow, you look good, girl.
Okay, black don't crack.
Of course. Okay, I'm just saying. It don't.
It don't. It's a thing. But, so I was thinking, because someone asked me, I get that question a lot, when did you start playing? And I say 8, but I recently counted, I was like, that's 22 years.
That's a long time.
And so if you consider, 4 or 5 concerts a year from the 4th grade to high school, going here to Booker T, Pegasus.
Okay.
And then last year I counted because during the pandemic I started offering COVID concerts.
I saw that.
It just took
Can
off.
I just say, you looking over on the guest, and I think you were playing, I don't know what you were playing, but they were dancing, the what I'm talking about?
Yes, they were getting it down, yeah.
I'm a mess.
So I counted from July to maybe this time this year, so 2020 to 21, I played 275 concerts.
Oh my gosh.
For just private COVID
That's
concerts.
beautiful.
Yeah. So that's
beautiful.
Private interacting. I can look at you while I'm playing. You can talk to me while you're playing. It was really intimate and beautiful.
People
and
really appreciate personal connections. You know what I mean? And because this time has been so crazy. It made special things even more special, and I think people are ready to take more advantage of that.
That was it.
Do you play any other instruments?
So, I just got into guitar.
Really?
Yeah. And I felt like I was neglecting my cello in the sense that I tend to pick it up more just like walking through the house and But I realized, I've been playing cello for so long.
Right.
That it's nice to have another outlet, and it's not serious. I don't do it for a job. I don't get paid to do it. It's strictly for joy. I play piano.
Oh, beautiful.
Yeah, I do. You're telling me about your mom. And I play drums as well.
Okay.
So those are some things that I enjoy doing.
So you've got good rhythm.
Got to.
Gotta have
Got to. Stop it.
So why the cello?
Oh my goodness. People think I'm making up this story. So as I mentioned, in the 4th grade, around 8 years old, the school I went to, Hexter Elementary, they started offering band or orchestra. And so being a member of St. Paul,
Right.
United Methodist Church, and being across the street from Booker T essentially my whole life, and learning what it was, I always looked forward to getting into music in some shape or form. And as I got older, I wanted to play the violin. So I signed up, 4th grade. Here we go. I want to be in an orchestra. I want to play the violin. And my name is Jordan Jones Cleaver.
Okay.
I go by Jordan Jones, but in elementary school and school, it's just Jordan Cleaver. So alphabetically, they went through us to give our instruments and assign them. And by the C's, they ran out of violins. Yep. And they offered me a bass
Okay.
or the cello, right? And so I'm looking at this bass. I'm like,
My mom would be so mad at me.
that's what it was. In my mind, I was like, this wouldn't get into my mom's babo.
So what's funny is my friend Diana. Is it Diana? I don't know. It's one of them. Said their kid started playing the cello, and they were wondering why the cello for this particular kid. And so the teacher said, well, because your child will be most likely to get a scholarship if they played a cello or something.
So
And she was a little hot. She was like, so now I gotta carry this thing around.
it's the
and
thing,
it's
like,
pretty
man, trying
big.
to get on a bus with a cello.
Yeah.
Like, and back then I didn't have my case that
Right.
was wheels and,
Right,
you know,
right.
the professional case. Like,
You
it
had to
literally was
tote
a backpack.
Oh my
It was so
God.
embarrassing. I got, made fun of it forever, but also I think it was a conspiracy theory because I've always been a little taller. My extremities have always been a little
Okay.
lanky. So
Okay.
maybe it was like a plan, but also, God works in mysterious ways.
All the time.
All the time, and my steps are ordered.
Okay.
So when we finally got to like take out our instruments and play with them and kind of experiment on them, like it was a moment that I'll always remember, and especially being so long ago. Like I made a sound that you wouldn't normally make a sound on your first time, and it was clear, and I was able to do certain things that even like teachers were like, oh, okay. So I just knew.
Okay,
And
okay,
then I
okay.
knew. Because I remember telling them, like, look, y'all gonna get twinkle, twinkle, little star out of me, lightly row out of me, and then I'm gone. Because I also play basketball. So, like, I was like, nah. And so that was a distinct moment that I'll always remember. And then it just clicked. Like,
That's
oh.
cool. That's cool. That's cool. So, past or present, who would you love to play with now?
I ask myself this all the time, and I think it ebbs and flows. But right now, Stevie Wonder. I'm going through a huge Stevie Wonder moment. I've always been a fan, but his musicianship, his creativity, all around level of talent and mastery of multiple instruments
Oh yeah.
is just beyond me. So I think I would love to play with him, but play with him in the sense of like watching,
Right, right,
to
right.
see what I can pick up.
That
from
is
him.
so cool. I love Stevie Wonder.
Awesome.
Actually, I'm a part of a group. We do a jazz festival in Cabo, Black Lux Jazz, and it's rumored that Stevie might come down there. And I'm just saying this because a lot of the entertainers that are on the bill, they all did a project.
Oh, wow.
And Stevie was a part of the project. So
That's
we
awesome.
have all of them, and he would be the only one that is missing out of
the
that
group.
group.
Oh my
And it's
gosh.
also his wife's kind of birthday weekend.
That's so exciting.
Around the
I
time.
would
So hopefully,
die. Okay.
hopefully, that'll work out. I don't know if I was supposed to say that, but
I'm
it's
saying
out
that
there
seems
now.
very exclusive. Just saying.
So I know you said Stevie Wonder. If you could choose another musician, who would you choose?
A lot of people ask like dead, or live, or
Have you ever heard of this guy called Raul Midon?
I would not lie to you.
Okay.
Never, ever.
Remember that name.
Okay.
He's a guitarist.
I'm always looking for new musicians
Oh,
in music, so I appreciate you throwing that out there. I do think Coltrane,
Yes.
Miles Davis, okay?
Right.
Because I am a jazz cellist now. I've also come to terms with not being able to separate people's work with their life. So I've had a reckoning with Miles Davis. as far as we won't get into that, but I think John Coltrane being and speaking and living what he is in his music in such a pure way, and revolutionizing jazz in only 10 years, I feel like that would be something that I would just love to witness. Yeah, and I don't.